This is Edward, and I'm casting here with my sister Irene.
Hi.
And we are watching this game between these two players on the map Metalopolis. Let's take a look at these two players and to introduce it. This is for the SCReddit Diamond and Masters level King of the Hill. Spawning at the bottom left-hand side of this map, we have our current King of the Hill, and his name is
Feverus.
At the other side of the map, we have a KOTH challenger to the King of the Hill, and his name is XIII. Or
I think that's 13.
maybe 13. They're spawning in the close hand position, so this should be interesting. We've also never seen Feverus play a Terran versus Protoss game before, because the last 3 games were Terran versus Zerg, so this should definitely be an interesting game.
Yeah, maybe this time Feverus will have a chance at, not being King of the Hill.
Well, I don't know. Do you guys want Feverus to be the King of the Hill? Do you guys want a Terran King of the Hill? I have no idea, and you guys are the ones to decide. Who are you rooting for? Give a shout out to both of the players if you like them. At the same time, it looks like both players are scouting around in each other's bases. Feverus going with a fairly normal build. Yeah, fairly normal build. At the same time, that XIII is part 13. He is going with a normal build as well.
Okay, let's just call him 13 for now because it's shorter.
Okay, let's call him 13 then. 13 getting his second pylon, making sure that he doesn't get himself fly locked. And then, well, I really enjoy Terran versus Protoss matches, and I think not only because I play Protoss, because I don't enjoy Protoss versus Zerg matches really, especially lately where the metagame is at. Where Protoss is just turtle up until they get a death ball, and it's either they win or they don't. But Protoss versus Terran, I think is a really dynamic matchup. You have these really, the Terran is very strong in the early game, the Protoss is a bit stronger in the late game, unless the Terran can transition to mech, which is very powerful against Protoss. But looks like 12 or 13, not 12, getting his second gas, getting another gateway. It looks like he has a probe hidden over here, so perhaps he's looking to forgate his opponent. But, let's see. No, he hasn't saved at this chrono boost that much, so probably not. Looks like at the same time, Feverus proxying Factory. That's going to be a bit interesting. Factory, it can make Hellions, but I think most of it all is that we can see a starport over here, and, his opponent at 13 is not going to know what's coming at him. He's going to try to scout around at Feverus' base and be like, oh, I don't see anything too dangerous to me. I'm not going to get detection. And then, if we see some Banshees, that could be big. Or we could see some Hellions, but this is usually not the place you would proxy a factory for Hellions. Yeah, I know, Nidus. I think it's the same thing. It's going to be a weird place to proxy a factory. Oh, okay, so, here, Tech Lab coming up here. Lights had a good idea. Lights was saying maybe Feverus was going to lift this to do some scouting. Sometimes you see Terran players do that, especially in the pull timing push. But no, it does not look like that's going to be what's happening. Instead, a Tech Lab getting constructed by this factory, a starboard coming, so we'll see some proxy Banshees. And looking at 13's build right now, he doesn't have any sort of detection. He doesn't have much anti-air as well, so this is not looking good for 13 if Banshees are indeed what is up with Feverus. And look, there is this swap. And Feverus, I think he might even just lift his factory and move into the space to see how much anti-air is going on, to do some distractions and whatnot. But yeah, Banshee coming out very quickly. Yeah, Hellion drop would be another thing that we could do. And it looks like, oh, Cat's Pajamas is going to be dropping in on our third cast, on our next cast today, so that would be awesome. I know you guys want to hear Cat's Pajamas as well. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, so Feverus, whoa, landing his factory over here, and it looks like 13 does not know about this factory, so we might see some Hellions over here, but no Hellions getting produced, but one factory is, one Banshee is out in play, and Cloak is halfway done research, so this Banshee could do a lot of damage, and this factory, oh my god, not getting scouted, and it's building a Hellion at the same time. XI13 is out of his base and looking to do, I don't know what, it's like a 3-gate robo and just like attacking with the units he has over here, so his units are way out of position. XIII has no idea what's going on, and now Hellion plus Banshee coming into his base. Let's take a look at the harvester count, and you see here harvester count for 13, 32 harvesters going down to 30 harvesters. Ooh, the Hellion engaged in a lovely battle with this Stalker, not something that you can do that well. And this robotics facility almost up though, and then then 13 can get some detection, but at the same time 13 is now in Feverus's base, and he's attacking Feverus, pulling all of his SCVs to hold off this attack. Feverus without much army left over here, and now more Banshees doing more damage to these Stalkers, wow, you know, this is what an incredible base.
This is intense. It's all down to who can destroy whose base first, isn't it?
Yeah, except it's not quite base right here. It looks like Feverus is going to be able to hold off 13 at the same time. 13, he is getting an observer right now, so it looks like he will be able to hold off Feverus very soon, but both players lost a lot of harvesters, so that's going to be huge. And yeah, you can see now, Cloak just ran out for Feverus, so it doesn't even matter that there's an observer over here. But are there more Banshees in production? More Banshees are in production, and 13 is going to be like, what? A factory in my base, and at the same time more Zealots over here in Feverus's base, more units getting taken down, and looks like Feverus is going to be lifting up a lot of his units. Three more Zealots marching in, no army at Feverus's base, and it looks like 13 may have just managed to hold off these proxy Banshees from Feverus, and Feverus not managed. Ooh, he's pulling his mules even, not quite the best thing, and Supply Eagles getting destroyed by these Zealots. And more Banshees now moving in. I think Feverus going to be pulling one of his Banshees to go back into his own base. There is one Stalker over here going to try to take out this Banshee, but one Banshee can take out two Stalkers one-on-one. And these, yeah, Feverus like just moving around his units over here, and at the same time, this Banshee continuing to take down Harvesters, but I don't know about it. I think 13 might just win this game if he is good, but then again, Feverus can lift off all of his buildings and then just try to kill off all of 13's units, because 13 now with only 7 Harvesters left, and this Banshee going to try to kill the Stalker. Cannot kill the Stalker, but a new Banshee in here that should be able to kill the Stalker. Oh no, not cloaking just yet, and taking a lot of damage here, and trying to kill off more workers at the same time. This one Banshee over here going to finish off the 2 Zealots at 13's base, and 13 has the power of mules, so I think 13 actually may be losing. He lost way too many probes over there, and now Feverus with his Banshees. Whoa there, his Banshee's so low on health. Nice micro on Feverus's part, and if he can use a cloak.
It seems though that 13 still has to discover the factories that are right next to him.
He did, but he just doesn't care about it anymore for some reason. But then again, there's like not much stuff over here, and Feverus, both players with very few harvesters. Feverus at 5 and 13 at 8. 9 harvesters now for 13. But all these Banshees are very low on health, and there is an observer, so it looks like Feverus is going to have to repair his units. He could repair those 3 Banshees, and yeah, it looks like he's going to repair those 3 Banshees. And the question is, what do the 2 players decide to do? I mean, not many people have experience in these sorts of endgame scenarios. Do you spend more money on your harvesters and rebuild, or are you going to spend more army on your military and try to do stuff? And it looks like now Feverus is going to try to take out more probes with his one Banshee, but there are two Stalkers over here and an observer. It looks like Feverus might be losing one of his Banshees, and no is the answer. He's not going to lose one of his Banshees. That was a very close one here from Feverus. If he lost that, I think that would have been GG for him, but since he still has the Banshees, Oh, tricky Feverus. He has a Raven now, and once that Raven builds up to 100 energy, he's going to be able to block all of the soccer shots in this lawn as he snipes the sentry. That is going to make it so that these stalkers cannot retaliate against these banshees. And this factory is not really doing anything, but scoring some shots over here. But now the Raven, it is where is it? Where is the Raven? It is over here. 97, 98, 99, and now it has enough energy for a point defense drone, and it is not going to move in for no reason.
Well, I'm sure Feverus has a reason. Right now it's looking really good for him.
Yeah, and now 13 are going to try to take down this factory, but now the Raven plus the and you see here the point defense drone making, but I don't think that was the best placement of the point defense drone. But then again, all you need is this one area, and like if you placed it a bit further, like on top of this nexus, then that could have done a lot more damage. But why is Feverus killing his own factory? Or there was something hidden behind it. Yeah, and now Feverus, once he builds up another 100 energy, he should be able to take down put down another point defense drone. And with that point defense drone guarding, yeah, if he takes down these pylons as well, I think that's what he should be trying to focus down, these pylons. And at the same time, is he producing more banshees? No more banshees for him. He's not even harvesting gas. I think he probably forgot about getting gas. He's going for an expansion now. And now the Raven, 56 energy. Yeah, he's going to try to take down this point defense drone, but no, he's not going to be able to do it. And his Raven's just going to missile turret down over here. And this point defense drone, this auto turret right in range of the point defense drone, so that the point defense drone can soak up health. And now, nice endgame play from Feverus, and now looks like Feverus going to take this game as well. There's the GG from 13. Congratulations to Feverus for taking this game. Oh, wow, that was really cool.
And Feverus is victorious again.